This one is for the judge and the judge only. I want his opinion on this one. A law student graduates in 2008, suing her law school because she can't find a job as a lawyer, and she's over $100,000 in debt. All right, Judge, weigh in.
All right, the reason this is in the news today is because 2 days ago, the law school's motion to dismiss the case was rejected by the court because the court decided there's a case here. And I think, what could the case possibly be? The case is, according to the plaintiff, she has this evidence, that the law school lied about the track record of graduates from this law school getting jobs. And she relied to her detriment on those lies. If she can prove that, that's called fraud. Right. A false statement made to induce someone into a sense of reliance and reliance to her detriment.
Huge stakes here because a lot of other people could say exactly the same thing.
Yes. Now, if she wants to say, I went to law school and I can't get a job and it's the law school's fault, that's a frivolous litigation.
Correct.
But if she can show some material misrepresentation that caused her to go there instead of somewhere else, she's got a case.
Now this one.
I'm sorry to tell you.
New report. The Pentagon has been flying drones over the United States of America. We don't know exactly what for, but they've been flying drones.
All right.
Does that offend your constitutional sensibilities?
Well, our intrepid Pentagon reporter, Lucas Tomlinson, reports that the Pentagon has done this in response to requests by local law enforcement, and that the drones have been used to shed light, figuratively and literally, on things like forest fires and people escaping. Okay. If that's the case, it does violate federal law, which prohibits the use of the military in enforcing domestic law. If, on the other hand, the military were to lend equipment to local law enforcement, that's lawful. So we need to know more facts. I doubt that these were loaned because they can only be operated by the military, and in which case they would violate at least 2 federal laws. It wouldn't offend me. No. It would offend federal statutes.
But it's just observation of forest fires. You're not going to make a whole big federal case out of it now, are you? Or are you?
That presumes that the Pentagon is telling the truth and that you believe them, that it's limited to observations of forest fires. What would the Pentagon care about forest fires?
I've got one last one for you.
Philip is off his meds this morning.
Off his meds? Off his meds. Thank you. Have a lot of coffee, all right? Now, look, U.S. Special Forces have just captured an ISIS guy who was supposed to be...
We're going to talk about Cuban cigars.
No. Captured an ISIS guy who was in charge of their chemical weapons operation. What are we... Captured him. They've not killed him. They've captured him. What are we allowed to say to him?
Under federal law, they are allowed to follow the Army Field Manual for interrogation, which prohibits the use of torture or what you might call extraordinary interrogation. So what I know you want to do is unlawful. Doesn't mean they won't do it, but it is unlawful.
Can we deprive him of sleep?
No.
Can we play loud music in his ears?
No. Keep going, and I'll tell you. I'm going what's in the statute now.
Can we starve him?
Oh, absolutely not.
Can we deprive him of some water for 24 hours?
No.
What can you do?
What can we do?
You can do what the FBI did with Saddam Hussein. Ingratiate yourself with him and get him to become very talkative.
How long is that going to take?
If you get Ali Sufain, who was the FBI agent that became Hussein's best friend before Hussein died, he will tell you how effective those techniques are.
I repeat, how long is it going to take? This guy's got it. We think this guy's got information out about chemical weapons.
You think he's a ticking time bomb?
Yes, I do.
Suppose he's the wrong guy and we torture him.
I'm not going to answer that. Only because I might get sued. Judge, you're all right. I don't care what they say. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, guys.
Question: how